back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, it's about 8 p.m. Eastern time, and currently the 2-week candle has closed, the weekly candle has closed, and the daily candle has just closed. So let's take a look at all these candles, and here on the 2-week chart, we see that we close a nice green candle here. We did wick down all the way from 123,555. We ended up closing at around 117,134. The 21 moving average is at 97,511. It's a little bit far away. The candle before was also green. If we take a look at the stochastics, we have bearish divergence on the stochastics. It looked like we were going to roll over, and we're actually on the way up now. So this is looking pretty bullish with the 2-week candle. Now on the weekly candle, I'm not liking this candle right here. It kind of looks like a topping tail. It's definitely a bearish hammer here. 21 moving average is at 98,846, and the stochastics are kind of toppy. If we zoom in here, it kind of looks like we're curving. It's hard to say. We could continue just dragging here, or we could just curve all the way down and go back down to the bottom here. So we might still need another week or two to find out what's happening, but I'm not liking this topping tail. This usually means we have more downside. We'll probably end up doing a falling wedge towards this 21 moving average. Now on the other time frames, let me see the 6-day. We're toppy here in the stochastic. On the 5-day, it still looks like we have room. We'll always roll over. On the 4-day, on the 3-day, we're toppy. We're curving down. 21 moving average is at $109,203. The last two candles have closed red. Still have 3 days before this one closes. On the 2-day, we're already on the way down on the stochastics as well. A lot of wicks here, which means there's a lot of resistance. We haven't been able to get beyond this point. Now let's take a look at the daily candle here. The daily candle has closed red. So we've had about 3 red days in a row since this topping tail. As you guys can see, once you see the topping tail, we usually start heading down. Now the stochastics, yesterday kind of looked like we were going to start curving up. If we zoom in here, let's take a look at it. Now they look like they're coming straight down. Now the 21 moving average has moved up. It's currently at 113,982. This is where we have a CME gap. It's around 114,000. So since we are going down towards the stochastic, I feel like we probably are going to go down, touch this 21 moving average, possibly go sideways a little bit, and then from there we'll probably blast up to 125k. So I probably do see a little bit more downside for Bitcoin at the moment. The 22-hour chart, the stochastics are starting to reset, but we might still be down here for a little while before we curve back up. We just lost the 21 moving average here, which was at 118,286. 12-hour chart, we still have more room to continue going sideways. The 10 chart, we are down and very low. We can make it up any moment, but look, we lost it here. We rolled over, and looks like we're rolling over again, and we did lose a 21 moving average. Next line of support is the 50 moving average at 114,998. On the 8-hour chart, stochastics look like they want to roll over as well. Same thing goes for the 6-hour chart. We're still dragging here. So I do think we might go to 114 and then from there go up. The stochastics on the 4-hour, look, we were going to go up. We rolled over. We were on the way up here and we just rolled over again. And as you guys know, I have this in 2 patterns. I have this in a flag that breaks us out to about 126,000. And I also have this on a head and shoulder pattern, which we just broke the neckline and we got out of the flag. So it's kind of looking like we probably are going to possibly make some of this measured move here. It could possibly come all the way down to 111,000, 110,000. We might have support here on the 80 moving average at 116. That's where we are now. The next one is the 100 at 114,731. So let's see what ends up happening. Things are kind of looking a little bit bearish at the moment, especially with this 4-hour rolling over. We did lose the 21 moving average, so that starts to get a little bearish here. Take a look at the 3-hour. We're also on the way down on the stochastic. On the 2-hour, we're also on the way down. And look at this, guys. The 200 moving average is at 114,722. It kind of looks like that's where we're headed. On the 1-hour chart, we lost the 200 and the 21, basically all the moving averages. The stochastics still have to round out. It's not looking too hot for Bitcoin at the moment. 45 minute, 30 minutes, still we need to move a little bit more on the stochastic. Here on the 15 minute, if you guys remember a few days ago, I drew a bear flag, and you know, it never played out until today. day where we started already getting some of the measured move. We haven't made all of it yet, but with the momentum that we're in right now, this is possibly another bear flag. We probably will make it down here. This measured move is at 115,213. So overall, guys, right now what I'm seeing for Bitcoin is there probably is going to be a little bit more downside. I expect this to possibly bounce up from 114, 113. Worst case scenario, we probably will make it all the way down to 110, and then I'm expecting us to come back up. On the 4-hour time frame, the 200 moving average is at 110,337. As long as we can stay above this, even though we don't want to see 110, we technically are bullish. So let's see what ends up happening with that. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.